We're doing a topical study of the Bible in a year. And we are on week 34, and we're on day 7. We're going to be reading Mark 12:41 through 44. But first, let's do our I am statement for today. We're on day 1 again. I am created in God's image. Genesis 1:27. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. Our reflection tonight is you are a reflection of God's creative beauty and his nature. Our prayer tonight is, Lord, help me embrace the truth that I am created in your image and let my life reflect your glory. And then, let's see. I need to go here for a second and put this in here. WolfdenConnection.com. Alright, and then today is Friday. These are our I am statements for the word Friday. I am filled with hope. I am relentless in my pursuit of God. I am inviting the presence of God into my life today. I am devoted to spreading the goodness of God. I am able to do all things through Christ. I am yearning to be at peace in all situations. Alrighty. So let's see. Our reflections for this session were beyond money. What resource, time, talent, expertise could you share generously with someone this week? Number 2, who could benefit from your attention or encouragement? How could you be generous with your presence this week? And number 3, what do you tend to hold on to too tightly? Choose one practical way to practice generosity with it this week. Alright, we're going to be reading Mark 12. Okay, I have to be careful because I'm not supposed to lift over my head with this arm. I went to a different chiropractor today, and he was a, I can't say the word, kinesiologist. He does muscle testing, and he only just works with the muscles. There's no cracking, there's no, master manipulating of your back or anything, but I had a couple ribs out of place, and my tendon in this arm was not where it was supposed to be. So, he took care of those things, but I've been very sore today. I feel like I had surgery, to be honest with you. So I'm supposed to be icing and using heat alternatively, which I did all day today, but then I just went to the movies with my daughter, and I'm getting stiff again. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to ice before I go to bed. Alright, Mark 12, verses 41 through 44 in the NIV says, Jesus sat down opposite the place where the offerings were placed and watched the crowd putting their money into the temple treasury. I'd be so nervous if Jesus was watching me give my tithe. Many rich people threw in large amounts, but a poor widow came and put in 2 very small copper coins, worth only a few cents. Calling his disciples to him, Jesus said, "Truly I tell you, this poor widow has put more into the treasury than all the others. They all gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all she had to live on." She gave everything. Alright, 41 through 44 in the Message Bible says, sitting across from the offering box, he was observing how the crowd tossed money in for the collection. Many of the rich were making large contributions. One poor widow came up and put in 2 small coins, a measly 2 cents. Jesus called his disciples over and said, "The truth is that this poor widow gave more to the collection than all the others put together. All the others gave what they'll never miss. She gave extravagantly. What she couldn't afford, she gave her all." And that's all the Lord is asking. He's always asking for us to give our all, to give our best. He's asking for our best. He doesn't need anything more than that. And that's not going to go back up there because I can't reach that way to do that. Oh, boy. All right, Mark chapter 12. 40. Lady, you're not coming in tonight because I'm almost done. 41 through 44 says, "Then he sat down near the offering box, watching all the people dropping in their coins. Many of the rich would put in very large sums, but a destitute widow walked up and dropped in 2 small copper coins, worth less than a penny. Jesus called his disciples to gather around them and said to them, 'I tell you the truth. This poor widow has given a larger offering than any of the wealthy, for the rich only gave out of their surplus, but she sacrificed out of her poverty and gave to God all that she had to live on, which was everything she had.'" What a beautiful story. She gave everything. That's true generosity. All right, I'm going to read the synopsis and the prayer for this week, or the blessing. So the synopsis for generosity was, generosity flows from understanding God's abundant grace and provision in our lives. It reflects God's giving nature and releases us from materialism's grip while blessing others. And this week's blessing was, may God's abundant grace inspire your generosity this week, opening your hands to share freely what he has already given to you. All right, we are done with week 34, so that goes up there. And, oh, this will be a great week for somebody I know because it's their word of the year. Contentment is for next week. I'm so excited for that. So we'll be on week 35. I'll be back on here on Monday. We'll be doing Philippians 4:11 through 13. Oh, there's that Philippians 4:13 again. I keep seeing the numbers 333, 444, 1212, and 413. I've seen just repeats of that over and over again. Well, thank you for joining me. I'll be back here on Monday with the new week, and we'll get started on that. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. The weather looks like it's supposed to cooperate after we had all them nasty storms, so that'll be exciting. And I have a 3-day weekend, so I'm off tomorrow, Sunday, Monday. I'm getting my hair cut Monday, and that's about all I got planned. All right, but until we see each other again, please stay rooted in God's goodness, stay wrapped in the love of Jesus, and know that you, yes, you, are deeply loved. Have a great night.